everybody, and welcome back to the Life Unlimited Coaching channel. This is Coach Kayla, and I've got a quick one for you today, just kind of something to think about. So before we get into that, though, if you're liking this and it's providing value for you, I would love for you to subscribe, comment below, click the little bell button so you get notified. We post new videos like this every week. This one is more just to bring up, make you think, okay? I was on a call with a prospective client earlier this week, and I couldn't help but notice that anytime I asked her what her motivation was for doing the program or like what she was trying to achieve, she kept bringing up, well, I want my family to be healthier. We need new meal ideas. We need to get healthier as a family so that we can do whatever, right? We can live longer. We can do all that stuff. It was never about her. It was always about her family, her kids, her husband even. Every motivation, every motive, everything she did, and the reason she was on the call was so that they could benefit from it, okay? And long story short, she didn't end up signing up for the program, but personally, I think a number of reasons, right? And, but for me, when she started talking that way and she continued to talk that way, I finally tried to ask her, like, well, why do you want it? And it was really hard for her to answer that question. And she's not the first person that I've had to drag this out of. And so I thought it would be worthwhile to bring it up to everybody on this channel and anybody that's a follower of mine, because one of the main things, in fact, our mission statement is we help women. We work with mostly women. We help women prioritize themselves again after babies with long game lifestyle, nutrition, and fitness. That's like the first half of our mission statement. Because most women are just like this lady, where as soon as they become a mom, as soon as they become a wife, they put themselves on the back burner, and every decision they make is to benefit those people, their kids, their husband, their family, right? And there was a video that I watched. I think it was this week too. It must have been the theme of the week. And it was a gynecologist, I think, or an obstetrician, something like that. And he was talking about how if you ask a large group of women when the gas masks fall down in the airplane, like you just ask them, like, who do you do it? Who's the first person to get the gas mask? Is it your kids or is it you? I think it was a high percent, like 80% of women say, well, yeah, the kids get it first. And this is why they have to announce it on the airplane every single time. Every single time you get on the airplane, they tell you, put your own mask on first and then help others. Every time. And it's because human nature actually is to help others before you help yourselves most of the time, okay? Surprisingly, I think most people would disagree with that in today's society, but it's the truth. That's why they have to say it every time. But especially women, and the doctor said it perfectly. He said, this is the beauty of women, is that we are kind of programmed to put everyone else first and to kind of be like self-sacrifice. Like we expect a lot of self-sacrifice. And in society, even a little bit, it's changing, but it used to be like, if you weren't at home taking care of the kids and basically like sacrificing your life for your family, you were not fulfilling your purpose as a woman, right? Thankfully, things are shifting in the right direction, and they are not, it's less like that, but a lot of women still kind of, what's the word that I'm trying to say? We kind of sit back and like, that's our happy place, is to let everybody else win I'm good. Don't worry about me, and not take care of yourself, but make sure everyone else is taken care of. Okay. Very common thing. And so when this woman kept repeating, well, my family will benefit because we'll have healthier meals. Well, my family will benefit because we'll get out and we'll be active more. Right. If you break it down, what she really was saying was, what she really was saying and what she needs to realize is, because she is choosing to take care of herself, everyone else will residually benefit. Okay. Unfortunately, though, it's hard for us to admit that we need to take care of ourselves first in order for them to residually benefit. And so for her to say, like, well, if I lose weight and if I eat healthy and if I do these things that I know I need to do for me, then sure, they might benefit. Like, it was hard for her to say that because it feels selfish. Like, oh, I'm going to do this for me. And so instead, she was kind of using them as like, well, they need this. They need this, right? Which is not wrong. However, what you do need to realize is that it's okay for you to do it for you and let them residually benefit. Because the one thing that I would worry about with someone like that is if they did jump into the program and they were doing the things, if her family chose not to participate, if her family chose not to be active, if her husband chose not to support her decisions in whatever they made for dinner or whatever, right? Then the likelihood of her actually sticking with it would be way less, because the entire reason she signed up in the first place was to help them. And so if it wasn't helping them, she would just quit. Does that make sense? And so the first and foremost reason that you need to start making changes in your health is for you. It's for you. Obviously, it would be amazing if your family residually benefited from you changing. And honestly, most of the time it happens. I have had many a time when a woman jumps in and her husband comes later because he realizes that he needs help too. It happens all the time. And I have had many people come to me and say, well, my kids are more active. We get out, we move more because we're actually out walking. We're enjoying the weather. We're not sitting inside all day. We've cut down on our TV time a ton. Like, all of that stuff happens naturally when the mom starts taking care of her. But if the main motivator for you doing it is so that they can benefit, you won't be motivated, because if they don't want to participate, they don't support it, or they're not like fully committed, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how committed you are, because you didn't do it for you. You did it for them. And so what I would ask yourself, and this is where the thinking comes in, is when you're trying to make a change in your health, if you're trying to get more fit, you need to ask yourself why you're doing it. Okay. And it's okay if it's just for you. And you need to be okay with the fact that it can be just for you, because you matter. And you matter way more than you think. And I've talked about this in videos before, but if moms would just take care of themselves the way that they should, if they were just active every day for 30 minutes, it doesn't matter what you do. Just get active, take care of your mental health. Make sure you're eating high quality foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, eat the rainbow, make sure your hormones are in check. If you were doing all of these things, your family will residually benefit, but also you're showing your family what really matters. Okay. Especially if you have daughters. Like, I think the big shift that we're seeing is generations before us, like the daughters just saw their moms give everything away to the family, give their time, give their attention, give their dreams, everything just flushed away when they got married and when they had kids, right? And things have started to shift in the other direction. Sometimes it swings a little too far, I'm going to be honest, but what I'm saying is, like, there is this happy medium where you can be who you need to be for yourself and also be the best mom. And being who you need to be makes you the best mom because you show up as your best self. And it makes a huge difference. And so all this to say, it's not selfish for you to take care of yourself. and do the things that you need to do so that you can do the things that you need to do. Okay. So if you like eating right, exercising, taking care of your mental health, journaling, reading, all those things that are important to you and fill your cup, you need to do them so that you can fill everybody else's, right? And it is not selfish for you to invest in yourself, time, attention, and money wise in any way, shape, or form, because by you doing that, they get a better you, right? However, you cannot do it for them. The reason you do these things cannot be for them. If you get a gym pass with the hope that if you get the gym pass, your husband will come, and then he doesn't come, but the entire goal was to just get your husband to go to the gym with you, you won't go because that was the goal, right? The goal needs to be, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to walk this path. I'm going to run. I'm going to go. If you want to come, cool. It's fine. I'm still going. I'm still going with or without you, but I would love for you to tag along. That's how it needs to be when it comes to your health, fitness, nutrition journey. I have many women that are like, I don't want to make 2 meals. Don't make 2 meals. Make one. Make one meal. Guess who else needs to eat healthy? They do. If they're picky, well, I have a picky 6-year-old too, and we have kind of started to train him to just eat what we feed him. Worst case scenario, we have some really quick, easy, toddler-friendly, child-friendly, he's not a toddler anymore, child-friendly foods that we can cook really quick if it's like he hates it. And, I'm not going to let my kid go to bed hungry. But what I'm saying is like, make one meal. Guess who also needs to eat healthy? They do. So they can either come along or they can make their own food. And you're not being selfish. You're trying to help them understand what's important. Anyway, hopefully it was valuable. Kind of a quick one today, but just an insight that I gathered this week 2 times actually. So anyway, if you liked it, share, comment, subscribe, post one every week. So we'll chat with you all later, and I'll see you next time.